got my inspiration out of a magazine for this project. And of course it was all Martha Stewart-y in the magazine. But I am going to recycle some of my brown paper bags and use those for this project. So what I'm doing is I am cutting them into 4-inch squares. So I was able to get quite a few out of one brown paper bag, and I'm just making sure I measure and cutting them with my rotary cutter, and I'm working on top of a self-healing mat. So here I am cutting them the other direction to form my squares. I was cutting quite a few at the same time to save time because I was making quite a few of these. So then I'm going to gather up all my squares, and I'm going to take one square at a time, and we're going to begin folding. So take your square and you're going to fold it in half, just like how I'm doing here. Just like that. And then you're going to fold it in half once more after you turn it long ways. And make sure that that fold stays facing you. Now, I created some small little leaf templates. I just cut out the shape of a leaf that would fit on there, and I'm going to make sure that that folded edge is pointing towards me and lining up the top of the leaf corner with the free corner of my folded paper. Here's another angle. So again, folding in half, and then turning and folding in half again, and making sure that that folded edge is facing me, and using my template just like that. So I want to make sure that I don't cut through the folded edge. So that's why I like to hold it towards me. So here's a closer view, taking my scissors and voila. So when you unfold it, you'll have a leaf pattern. I made 2 different sizes because I was going to stack them. So that after you get them cut, you're going to take them, and I have a bone folding table with a, it's used to make your own envelopes and cards and stuff. But I'm using it, you're not necessarily scoring, but it's just making it easier to fold. But essentially you're going to fold corner to corner of the leaves. So you can just do it old school style and make the fold, or work on a soft surface with a ruler and a butter knife would work good. I happen to have this crafty thing handy, and it's got grooves in it so it fits nicely. It's meant for this. So again, taking my bone tool and just pressing that paper down so it creates a little ridge. Just makes it easier to fold, that's all. So I'm going to continue doing that to my leaf patterns. And again, one corner to the next on my leaves. And here's a little closer view of what I'm doing so you can see. Just making that scored line. Okay, so after I have folded them, what we're going to be doing is gluing them, but first we're going to paint. So I want mine to be gold because that's my color scheme, and we're getting a little shaky here, sorry. And we're just going to spray them. So I'm just doing a light coat. I don't want them beaming or soaking in spray paint. I just want just a light hint of it, just to make them kind of glisten gold. And then I'm going to flip them over and do the other side. Then I had this kind of ivory color, and I thought I'd give it a try. And it didn't really come out how I thought it would. It kind of came out grayish looking, not really as white as I thought, but I went with it. Okay, so after they're dry, and they only took a few minutes to dry, came back inside and I'm going to glue them together. So I'm using a hot glue gun just because it works quicker. And I'm going to offset the leaves so you can see them behind one another. And I'm gluing the larger leaf on top. And I actually did a few and alternated the small leaf print on top and the large leaf print on bottom. For the white ones, I did strictly the smaller leaves on the bottom because I had written an S on them, so I could tell which were small and which were large. So again, just gluing them together, and with the white, I actually added an additional little accessory. I had a little bead, silver bead, that I thought went really well with the flower. And then I took some rhinestones and glued those around the silver bead. So as you can see here, I'm gluing on the bead, and then before the glue dries, I'm trying to work as quick as I can and just tapping those on there. Everyone loves a little bling for the holidays. At least I do. I like the sparkle. Oh, one didn't stick, so I had to go back in with a little more hot glue. And there we go. So there's my center to my silver flower. So again, here I am working quickly and getting them all knocked out, and again alternating wide leaf on top, wide leaf on bottom, thin leaf on top, thin leaf on bottom, and just to give it a little bit of interest. Then what I did is I glued them all to a string to make a garland.